We all here to talk about how Texas is known for football. But what about the FCS? Do me a favor. Follow me. Let's go. Coming out of last year, we all know the top three: UIW, Tarleton State, and ACU, all in the top 15 according to NCAA.com. But going into next year, we got questions. Question number one: UIW, can they maintain their stranglehold on Texas? They do have two home games I'm looking at: ACU and Stephen F. Austin. I'm going to get to one of those games. I'm not sure which one yet. But coming those two games at home, two of the top schools in Texas, you got to ask yourself, can one of those schools do something that UTSA is so scared to do? Not only play UIW in San Antonio, but can they beat UIW? So looking at UIW's home schedule, let's be honest about that, people. Besides Eastern Washington and those two schools, does anyone else give you a fright? We know the Southland is getting bigger and getting better, but let's be real about that right now. Speaking of that wonderful team for Abilene Christian, the defending UAC champions, they also do the same thing. They host Stephen F. Austin, they host Tarleton State. And we know, like I said before, Abilene Christian is one of the few schools in the FCS level, which has a true Texas high school feel. What's that mean? If you know Texas high school football, you know what I'm talking about. That city is so far behind them. That Tarleton State game is going to be huge. I'm going to have to get up there to go check that one out, but that's going to be a huge, huge game. So if they can run the table as well like they did last year, they're battle tested this year. They're ready for the playoffs this year. If they get to host the game, you're not coming out of Abilene, Texas with a win in the playoffs. Let's leave it at that. Speaking of Stephen F. Austin, they also do the same thing. They play ACU on the road. They play UIW on the road. But as far as their home games, let's be honest about that. Who do you see really bringing fear into anybody's heart? UIW has the great chance to run the table after those two games, as well as Stephen F. Austin. If they can get back to the way they used to be with the power running and the precision passing and the big defensive line, it'll be a battle to see who wins the Southland Conference. The only really home game they have of interest to me is UTRGV. The rest of them shouldn't even be close. These are supposed to be the top teams in Texas. I know I said FCS schools, but Tarleton is hell-bent on getting to the FBS. So much that their home games don't really strike fear in anybody's heart. It's like they're in a wait station, waiting until it's time to go to FBS. We do have a road game against ACU. I might try to get that one. That would knock out two birds with one stone, but I do want to check out one home game in Tarleton, in Stephenville, against Valley. Because Tarleton is piling up to get to the FBS. Valley is piling up to win their conference in a year or two. We want to see just how far the difference is between those two schools. Because if Tarleton can run the table, of course, it's going to be hard, but they can run the table in their conference. That battle with ACU is going to be big. Now, good old Prairie View A&M. They're the one school on this list who plays no one else. Besides them playing UTRGV, and I think that's Houston Baptist or whatever it is for the Demons, Northwestern probably. They don't have anybody on their schedule from the state. Yeah, we know they played Texas Southern. That doesn't count. If Prairie View, Rice is a glorified FCS team hiding in the FBS. If Prairie View can actually get that win against Rice, there is no one on the schedule at all who should strike fear in their heart. If Prairie View runs the table, beats Rice, somehow way beats Jackson State in the SWAC championship, and goes on to beat Michael Vick in the Celebration Bowl, can we put Prairie View in the discussion for the best in Texas? They won't get to play in the playoffs, but after UIW, Tarleton State, ACU, and Stephen F. Austin cannibalize each other, it may be one team left standing. And that's the problem. What do y'all think? I'm going to try to get to some of these games this year. When I do get to them, I will be live streaming them. So you ain't got to worry about trying to punt them down on some random ass ESPN channel. Just follow Coach Simmons and wait for the notification. I'm Coach. Who do you think's the best in Texas? I'm out.